Hello everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day. I am Work Break MMA and today I'll be giving you my predictions, bets, and breakdowns for what should be the best UFC card of the year, UFC 328 in Newark, New Jersey, where you have middleweight champion and the dominant Khamzat Boris Chimeav facing the All-American Sean Strickland in the main event, with the co-main event with the two most impressive flyweights in the world going after it for the title in Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Vann, in the first title fight between fighters born in the 2000s for the UFC, as well as an absolutely stacked card top to bottom with title shot eliminators and some of the best prospects on the rise. I went to Newark, New Jersey last year for their card, and it was a great time, but the prices drove me away this year. I'm most likely going to go to that Philadelphia event, though, UFC 330, and I'm going to quit yapping and get right into the predictions. Opening up the card at 125 pounds, we have two young, talented fighters in Clayton Carpenter. He is 8-2 with 2 KOs, 4 submissions, and 2 decision wins. He is 29 years old, come by way of Phoenix, Arizona. He is my 29th ranked flyweight in the UFC, and he will be facing Jose Ochoa. He is 8-2 with 7 KOs and 1 submission win. He is 25 years old, come by way of San Martin, Peru. He is my 25th ranked flyweight in the UFC. Ochoa is a great prospect, faced 2 of the top 10 fighters in his first 3 fights in Loner Kavanaugh and Asu Omabayev, and lost a close decision to both of them. He is an athletic striker with good kickboxing, solid power in his hands, and a good overall grappling game with some decent takedown defense. And Clayton Carpenter is a pressure boxer with good wrestling, fast takedowns, and good jiu-jitsu as well. He has also faced some rather good competition in the UFC. These two are two well-balanced fighters, and I'm excited for this fight. Carpenter will, in my opinion, be the slightly better grappler, and Ochoa would be the better striker. And I feel if Carpenter doesn't get the pressure going and get him taken down, that it'll most likely be Ochoa piecing up Carpenter on the feet in the kickboxing. And I feel like that's the most likely option here by far. So I'm going to pick Jose Ochoa to piece up Carpenter on the feet for over 3 rounds, with him defending the takedowns, getting Jose Ochoa a unanimous decision win. For my bets, I'm going to go with Jose Ochoa money line, and I'm maybe going to sprinkle a little single bet on round 3 finish as well. I think Jose Ochoa is a rather good prospect. Now up next at 185 pounds, we have one of the most hyped up prospects in the UFC right now in Suserkeav. He is 11-0 with 9 KOs, 1 submission, and 1 decision win. He is 25 years old, come by way of Chechnya, Russia. He is my 39th ranked middleweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing Jordan Santos. He is 11-2 with 3 knockouts, 4 submissions, and 4 decision wins. He is 28 years old, come by way of Brazil. He is my 60th ranked middleweight in the UFC. Suserkeav is a flowy, dangerous kickboxer with dangerous kicks, powerful hands, and a decent grappling game where he can out-wrestle you and also submit the lower-level guys. And Santos is a pressure boxer with good power in his hands, solid kicks, tough as hell, and very hittable on the feet. His defensive grappling skills are solid with some decent jiu-jitsu skills as well. This is a setup fight and a half for Suserkeav. Suserkeav is better everywhere. He's faster, stronger, better grappler, better striker. The only thing Suserkeav struggles with in my mind is pressure, and Jordan Santos does bring pressure to every single fight, but I think he'll get pieced up coming in my mind. And also, let me just say this, I think Jordan Santos isn't as good as Suserkeav's last opponent in Eric McConaughey. I don't think Jordan Santos really good anywhere. Give me Suserkeav to win this fight by a late first round knockout. And I'm going to bet Suserkeav by KO as a parlay piece. If you want to do a parlay piece, you can have a better chance of hitting it if you go Suserkeav by finish, so you cover that submission line as well. But I think Suserkeav should win this fight pretty easily. Now coming up at 145 pounds, we have Pat Sabatini. He is 21-5 with 1 KO, 13 submissions, and 7 decision wins. He is 35 years old, come by way of Bristol, Pennsylvania. He is my 17th ranked featherweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing William Gomis. He is 15-3 with 7 KOs, 1 submission, and 7 decision wins. He is 28 years old, come by way of Paris, France. He is my 26th ranked featherweight in the UFC. Gomis is a technical kickboxer with good footwork, fast kicks, and he is also a smart fighter, avoiding power shots, and he has good takedown defense as well. Sabatini is a big jiu-jitsu grappler with fast transition on the ground and pretty good wrestling as well. On the feet, he has some solid kicks and has a little bit of power in his hands as well, but overall it isn't fantastic. This is going to come down to if Gomis' footwork and kickboxing can be enough to win this fight. Circling the cage, kicking the leg, and hitting him with boxing combinations as he tries to close the distance. But I feel like Sabatini is the clearly better and stronger grappler here. And if he does not get to the hips and get him taken down, Gomis could probably out kickbox him to a decision win. But I think that even if he doesn't get him down, I think he's going to get in the clinch. He's going to knee him up. He's going to wear on him, and he's going to get the takedowns later in the fight. So I think that Pat Sabatini is a really good fighter, and I feel like he's going to at least out-wrestle Gomis for 2 rounds of this fight. Maybe he has a little trouble in the first round. But give me Pat Sabatini to win this fight by a unanimous decision. And for my bets, I'm going to go Pat Sabatini moneyline as a parlay piece, and I'm going to do a single bet on Pat Sabatini by first or second round submission. Both of these guys are rather hard to finish. Now, the early prelim headliner at 185 pounds, we have 2 fun strikers in Roman Kapolov. He is 14-5 with 12 KOs and 2 decision wins. He is 34 years old, come by way of Russia. He is my 16th ranked middleweight in the UFC, and he will be facing Marco Tuilio. He is 14-2 with 10 KOs, 1 submission, and 3 decision wins. He is 31 years old, come by way of Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is my 40th ranked middleweight in the UFC. Roman Kapolov is a 5-time world champion in hand-to-hand combat sambo. His hands are fast and he can counter fighters well. His kicks are beautiful and dangerous. He has fast kicks to the body and the head, and he is a pretty good defensive grappler as well with some good takedown defense. And Tuilio is a creative striker with good low kicks, spinning attacks, and powerful hands as well in the boxing, and a rather solid overall grappling game as well. This is a very interesting matchup here because I don't think Tuilio should get another jump up this high after a loss to a talented fighter. And on the feet, Kapolov I feel like is better, and Tuilio might be able to wrestle and wear down the cardio of Kapolov early. But this is by far the toughest fight on the card for me to predict so far. I feel like Kopolov's going to win round 1, and I feel like Tuilio's going to win round 3. So this has come down to round 2, and that's going to be the major factor in this fight. I believe it's going to be a split decision. But I'm going back and forth, but give me Roman Kapolov to win this fight by a split decision where he just does enough damage to win the fight, defending the takedowns and piecing up Tuilio. This is a really tough fight to bet on, but I am going to pick Kapolov money line. If I have to do a single game parlay, I might do Kapolov most significant strikes, Kapolov money line, and this fight to go to the distance. But I would maybe stay away from this fight betting wise. It's a very close fight. For a little early prelim parlay, I'm going to throw Jose Ochoa money line. The odds aren't out yet, so my guess is it's going to be around a -175. I'm going to parlay that up with Bosingor Suserkeav by finish. I imagine that's going to be around -200. And then I'm also, for my final leg, going to go Pat Sabatini money line. I believe that fight's going to be around pick'em odds, and that's going to be the one that gives you the little boost there. My guess is this is going to be around +300 to 400 odds, so it might be worth throwing some money on. Now, the prelim opener at 155 pounds, we have a good matchup here between Jim A10 Miller. He is 38-19 with 7 KOs, 21 submissions, and 10 decision wins. He is 42 years old, come by way of Sparta, New Jersey. He is my 57th ranked lightweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing Jared Flash Gordon. He is 21-8 with 8 KOs, 2 submissions, and 11 decision wins. He is 37 years old, come by way of Queens, New York. He is my 27th ranked lightweight in the UFC. Jim Miller is a gritty boxer with some power in his hands and an overall pretty solid wrestling game with fast takedowns and good control. He holds the UFC record for the most fights and wins in the company now with his 47th fight and 27 wins now. While Jared Gordon is a tough, gritty boxer, both of these fighters like to exchange in the pocket, and Gordon has some good power in his hands and a slightly worse wrestling game overall. This is going to be a fun boxing fight on the feet with some nice shots landed by both fighters. Wrestling, it's pretty close, but like I said, I think the 42-year-old Jim Miller will have the slight advantage in the wrestling, especially in the first 7.5 minutes of this fight. I believe this fight will go to decision and it'll be a close fight, but I just see Jared Gordon being able to push the pace and being able to outbox him in rounds 2 and rounds 3 and give Jared Gordon a decision win. So my pick in this fight is going to be Jared Gordon to win and Jared Gordon to win by decision. I would look to parlay up Jared Gordon money line or maybe even him by decision if you want to go a little more risky. Jim Miller is pretty tough. I don't think he's going to get finished. So, and also this might be the last fight for Jim Miller as well, for the guy with the most fights in the company. If he goes out in his home state, that would be a great send-off for Jim Miller. He has been a legend for the UFC. Now, coming up next at 155 pounds, we have a potential barn burner in Grant Dawson. He is 23, 3-1 with 5 KOs, 13 submissions, and 5 decision wins. He is 32 years old, born in Stormsburg, Nebraska. He is my 21st ranked lightweight in the UFC, and he will be facing one of the most entertaining fighters on the roster, Mateusz Rebecki. He is 20-4 with 9 KOs, 7 submissions, and 4 decision wins. He is 33 years old, coming by way of Poland. He is my 31st ranked lightweight in the UFC. Rebecki is a mini Pekka off of Clash Royale. He pressures forward constantly with great power in his hands and good boxing combinations as well. His defensive grappling is solid, and he can dish out some heavy ground and pound as well when he's on the ground. And Grant Dawson is a great wrestler with fast takedowns, heavy top control, good elbows on the ground, some decent ground and pound, and some solid overall boxing on the feet. This is going to be an interesting fight because I do believe Grant Dawson has significantly less durability than Rebecki in this fight, especially in the striking. And I feel like Rebecki's pressure boxing style is going to get Grant Dawson out of there in rounds 2 and rounds 3. But if Grant Dawson gets some takedowns and control and wins rounds, I can see him potentially winning this fight by decision. But I just don't trust Grant Dawson at this moment. I feel like even if he is up 2 rounds going into the 3rd round, a desperate wild Rebecki can clip him and put him away in the 3rd. And I think that is actually what is going to happen. I think Grant Dawson will win rounds 1 and rounds 2 almost clearly on the scorecards. But then a desperate Mateusz Rebecki will get a little bit wild, will get a little bit crazy, and he'll end up clipping Grant Dawson. That'll be my bet. I'm going to be doing, my pick is Mateusz Rebecki by KO. My bet's going to be him on the money line, but then I'm going to throw a little side bet on Mateusz Rebecki to win by 2nd or 3rd round knockout. Just a little reminder for all of you that in the descriptions of my YouTube channel, I post my overall record for every single video I have ever done, so I cannot fake it, I cannot go back. I post them all the second that they're done. So far this year, I am doing pretty good on picks. I'm doing around a 68% prediction percentage, which is insane, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Now coming up at 170 pounds, this is one of my favorite fights on the card, an absolutely insane matchup between 2 of the best unranked welterweights, and Joel Alverez. He is 23-3 with 5 KOs, 17 submissions, and 1 decision win. He is 33 years old, come by way of Spain. He is my 20th ranked welterweight in the UFC, and he will be facing former Bellator champion Yaroslav Amosov. He is 29-1 with 9 KOs, 12 submissions, and 8 decision wins. He is 32 years old, come by way of Kiev, Ukraine. He is my 25th ranked welterweight in the UFC. Alverez is a pure finisher with a dangerous choke submission game, a dangerous clinch game, a Muay Thai-esque striking style that is very good as well. He has good power in his hands, some flying knees and kicks as well. His defensive grappling is rather solid too. And Amosov is a smothering wrestler with fast takedowns, heavy top control, and a lethal choke submission game too. On the feet, he is a technical boxer with good leg kicks, and a fun fact, Amosov left MMA for a little while to fight in the Ukrainian war. This is going to be a great fight in my mind. Amosov has to smother Alverez with pressure boxing, heavy clinch pressure, and constant takedowns early to smother Alvarez's distant kickboxing, because if it's a stand-up fight, Alverez is going to get anyone anyone in a striking fight. Joel Alverez will put him in danger. His striking is lethal, his elbows are good, kicks are good. Pretty much if this fight stays standing, I think Joel Alverez will win this fight, and if this fight goes to the ground, I think Yaroslav Amosov is going to win this fight. I think this is going to be a very close fight. This is the hardest fight on me to predict on the entire card. I'm going to go with a split decision, and I am going to go with Yaroslav Amosov. I think he's going to be able to out-control Joel Alverez pretty good for the first 2 rounds, and then the 3rd round I expect it to be rather close. But like I said, I'm going to choose Yaroslav Amosov to win this fight. My bets are going to be probably Amosov money line for this fight to go over 2.5. Yaroslav Amosov's the pick by decision. Now time for the prelim headliner at 185 pounds. We have an absolute tank versus a certified victim in Ateba Gautier. He is 10-1 with 8 KOs and 2 decision wins. He is 24 years old, come by way of Cameroon. He is my 26th ranked middleweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing Ozzy Diaz. He is 10-3 with 7 KOs, 2 submissions, and 1 decision win. He is 35 years old, come by way of Los Angeles, California. He is my 54th ranked middleweight in the UFC. Ateba Gautier is an incredibly powerful striker with fast hands, good striking defense, powerful kicks, and a strong and pretty good takedown defense game. He might be the best prospect in all of middleweight right now, and Ozzy Diaz is a solid, well-rounded fighter with okay wrestling, okay boxing, and okay kicks as well. He likes to scrap on the feet normally, but he should try to wrestle here. This is going to end in round 1. I feel like Gautier can finish him within the first 2 minutes of this fight. Gautier is the much better fighter. He's going to push forward, get him near the cage, and rip boxing combinations against Diaz, dropping him 2 or 3 times and finishing him quickly. So give me Ateba Gautier to win this fight by round 1 knockout. Bet it. Bet KO if you're worried about it going outside of round 1. I think it has a 90% chance of Ateba Gautier finishing Ozzy Diaz in the first 3 minutes of the fight. And Ateba Gautier is a really good fighter. They need to give him a step up in competition. Give him an Edmund Shabazian. Give him an Abus Magomedov. Give him a Marvin Vettori even. Ateba Gautier is a good fighter. Give him somebody that's actually worth a damn. Now for the prelims, I did set a parlay. I'm going to have Ateba Gautier by first round knockout. I think that's almost a guaranteed on this card. I'm going to choose Jared Gordon moneyline, which I imagine will be around the minus 175 to 200 range. And then I'm going to go Mateusz Rebecki. I forgot to write it, but his moneyline as well because he is an underdog in this fight. So I imagine that this parlay will go to around plus 500 odds, plus 600 odds. So Ateba Gautier first round knockout, and Jared Gordon and Mateusz Rebecki moneyline as well paired up with it. Now opening up the main card at 155 pounds, we have 2 violent strikers who have been around the UFC for a while. First, we have Bobby King Green. He is 34, 17-1 with 12 KOs, 9 submissions, and 13 decision wins. He is 39 years old, come by way of Inland Empire, California. He is my 39th ranked lightweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing Jeremy Stephens. He is 29-22 with 18 KOs, 3 submissions, and 8 decision wins. He is 39 years old, born in Des Moines, Iowa. He is my 48th ranked lightweight in the UFC. Bobby Green is a fast striker with good boxing, good head movement, and good overall footwork as well. He talks a lot during his fights, and he has some solid overall grappling with some decent defensive abilities as well. And Jeremy Stephens is a powerful striker with fast boxing, decent kickboxing, and an okay grappling game, but it is overall worse than Bobby Green's. This is going to be a fun striking fight, I feel, and I feel like if Jeremy Stephens doesn't knock out Bobby Green within round 1 or early round 2, that Jeremy Stephens is probably going to get outboxed later in the fight here. I think this is going to be a very fun fight, a very, very fun fight, but give me Bobby Green to win this fight. If he wants to wrestle Stephens early to help him out a lot later in the fight here in the striking, that would be smart for him, but we never know. So give me Bobby Green to win this fight by a really fun decision. And for my bet, I'm going to avoid this fight entirely and just watch some violence. I have Bobby Green on my whole card parlay together on a 12-13 leg parlay, but I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this fight and not bet a lot. Now coming up at 170 pounds, we have a battle of 2 top 10 fighters in Sean Brady. He is 18-2 with 3 KOs, 6 submissions, and 9 decision wins. He is 33 years old, come by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is my 6th ranked welterweight in the UFC, and he'll be facing Joaquin Buckley. He is 21-7 with 15 KOs and 6 decision wins. He is 32 years old, come by way of St. Louis, Missouri. He is my 11th ranked welterweight in the UFC. Sean Brady is a great wrestler with fast takedowns, good transitions on the ground, strong submission ability as well, and his stand-up game is mainly with strong low kicks and some good boxing as well. He isn't too great on the feet, and Joaquin Buckley is an explosive, athletic striker with powerful kicks and powerful boxing as well. He is a decent overall grappler with decent takedown defense and a good get-up game when he does get taken down. This is going to be an interesting fight here because these fighters' strengths are the weaknesses for the other fighter. Brady isn't athletic, and he can be pieced up on the feet by a good boxer. and Buckley can be taken down and held down by a really good wrestler. So this will be a matter of who made improvements from their last fight, and my initial thought is that Buckley can fix his grappling defense much easier than Brady can fix his durability and lack of a threat in the stand-up. I think this is going to be a close fight and a great match made here, but Buckley, I believe, will knock down Brady at some point in this fight and damage him up enough throughout the entire fight to win it. So give me Joaquin Buckley to win this fight by a decision where he outstrikes Sean Brady in this fight and defends some takedowns. I'm going to bet Joaquin Buckley money line because he is an underdog. And if you want to throw a little bit of extra money on him, you can include a same game parlay that has Joaquin Buckley money line, him to get a knockdown, and for him to land the most significant strikes. Maybe that parlay will end up being a little bit of money, but my pick is going to be Joaquin Buckley by decision. Now coming up at heavyweight, what should be a title shot eliminator, we have Alexander Volkov. He is 39-11 with 24 KOs, 4 submissions, and 11 decision wins. He is 37 years old, come by way of Moscow, Russia. He is my second-ranked heavyweight in the UFC, and he will be facing Waldo Cortez Acosta. He is 17-2 with 9 KOs, 1 submission, and 7 decision wins. He is 34 years old, come by way of Barahona, Dominican Republic. He is my 4th-ranked heavyweight in the UFC. Volkov is an experienced and good lengthy kickboxer with good teeps to the body, good body kicks and leg kicks as well. He also has some nice power in his long punches as well. His grappling is rather underrated with good takedowns and some solid submission abilities. And in his 50 career fights at heavyweight, he has only been knocked out twice, so he is extremely durable as well. And Waldo Cortez Acosta is a powerful boxer with fast hands, a cinder block for a head as well, solid low kicks, and some good defensive wrestling abilities with some okay offensive abilities. This is a battle of durable, well-rounded heavyweights, and the winner here, I believe, is guaranteed to get a title shot. On the feet, it is close because Volkov can outpoint him if he uses his length and his footwork to kick him and attack Waldo at range. And maybe if Volkov wants to get him down in the wrestling as well, maybe he can. But if Waldo gets close at range and fires off tight and fast boxing combinations while getting Volkov to the cage, Waldo can clip him and have some success in this fight. So can Volkov manage to outpoint, wrestle, and keep the wild Waldo from getting shots on him? I think he can. Give me Alexander Volkov to win this fight by a decision, where he out-kickboxes him and out-wrestles him for a split decision win. For my bets, the bets are going to be the over on the rounds, especially if it's at a round and a half. If it's over a round and a half, I think that's a guaranteed. This fight, both of these fighters are extremely durable. I'm going to bet Volkov money line as well. So my pick is Volkov. I'm betting the over on the 1.5 rounds, and then I'm betting Volkov money line as a parlay piece. Now in the co-main event for the men's 125-pound championship, a fight that is historic, being the first UFC title fight between two fighters born in the 2000s. We have the second youngest champion in UFC history, Joshua the Fearless Vann. He is 16-2 with 8 KOs, 2 submissions, and 6 decision wins. He is 24 years old, born in the country of Myanmar. He will be facing Tatsuro Taira. He is 18-1 with 6 KOs, 8 submissions, and 4 decision wins. He is 26 years old, come by way of Okinawa, Japan. He is my second-ranked flyweight in the UFC. Tatsuro Taira is a world-class grappler with great takedowns, insane in the clinch with his throws and trips, and also heavy control. He has some good ground and pound and some fast and dangerous submissions as well, but on the feet, he is pretty fast in the boxing, and he does have some power as well in his hands. He has a slightly developing kickboxing game as well, so he is getting slightly better in the striking. And Joshua Vann is a fantastic boxer with insane hand speed, beautiful boxing combinations where he rips to the body and the head better than almost anyone in the weight class. He has good counter strikes, good low kicks, and good looking defensive grappling game as well, where he is hard to take down and hold down. But we haven't seen him face a great grappler like the likes of Taira, because his fight against Pantoja, we never really got a chance to see Joshua Vann's grappling. And this is a crazy fight in my mind. I love literally everything about this. The grappling advantage of Taira versus the boxing advantage of Vann is making this a very intriguing fight. And this is the one thing that does worry me in this fight, is that Taira does have more power in the hands, in my mind, than Joshua Vann. So Tatsuro Taira might be able to sting up Joshua Vann with a big straight shot in this fight, but other than the power on the feet, Vann is the better striker than Taira everywhere. And if Taira fails to take down Joshua Vann and get him to the ground, Taira's very hittable. And on the feet, I can see Joshua Vann landing 100 to 150 punches, mixing them to the body and head on Tatsuro Taira in the first 3 rounds in a 5-round fight if he doesn't get his grappling going. Joshua Vann, he keeps a crazy pace in the boxing, and not a lot of flyweights can withstand it. Taira has to get into the clinch, trip him up, take him down, smother Vann early in this fight. If Taira does not get him down in the wrestling within the first 2 rounds of this fight and has success out-controlling him, it is going to be an absolutely long night for Tatsuro Taira. And if he does get the takedowns done, I think it's going to be a long night for Vann. So this is a pure striker versus a pure grappler with good power. This is such a close fight, and I hate to do this to one of my favorite fighters in the whole UFC, but give me Tatsuro Taira to be competitive enough in the striking and be able to out-control Joshua Vann throughout points of this fight to get himself a win. So give me Tatsuro Taira to win this fight by a very entertaining decision. I bet I will do a same-game parlay that mixes takedowns landed for Taira. Probably do 3+ takedowns landed for Taira. The over on the rounds, especially if it's 2.5 or 3.5. And probably for this fight to go to decision. But I think Tatsuro Taira will win this fight by a decision. My bets are going to be a same-game parlay of Tatsuro Taira landing 2 or 3 takedowns, him going to decision, maybe the over on the rounds. I might swap out the decision in the rounds, and then his money line as well. I love Joshua Vann, but I think the striking is going to be close enough, and the grappling is a little bit too much. So give me Tatsuro Taira. Now it's time for the main event, the championship fight at 185 pounds. We have the champion, the dominant Khamzat Chimeav. He is 15-0 with 6 KOs, 6 submissions, and 3 decision wins. He is 31 years old, come by way of Chechnya, Russia. He will be facing Sean Strickland. He is 30-7 with 12 KOs, 4 submissions, and 14 decision wins. He is 35 years old, come by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. He is my second-ranked middleweight in the UFC. Khamzat Chimeav is the best wrestler in the UFC with strong and incredibly fast takedowns, transitions, an incredibly strong submission game as well. And on the feet, he is a decent boxer with powerful hands and strong kicks as well. Sean Strickland is a pressure-heavy boxer with good teep kicks, fights in both stances, and he has some insanely good defensive grappling abilities as well, where he is hard to take down and even harder to keep down. This is the ultimate test for Chimeav in terms of somebody's defensive grappling abilities throughout the entire middleweight division. Strickland's defensive abilities are great, but if he can defend some more takedowns against Chimeav could be in a little bit of trouble. But I'll be honest, guys, here. I feel like Chimeav can out-wrestle Strickland here, and if he wants to on the feet, I think Chimeav will be able to hit him hard in the boxing and maybe even hurt Strickland or drop him at some point. He is a great fighter, and he is probably one of the best fighters in the UFC. Sean Strickland, if he defends takedowns, he might have some success in the striking, but I don't think he has the power to do anything to Chimeav. I think Chimeav could steamroll him in the wrestling, and I think Chimeav can also maybe even outstrike him because of his damage and his power. So give me Khamzat Chimeav to win this fight by a 3rd-round TKO after finally getting Sean Strickland down and ground and pounding him out in the 3rd. So Khamzat Chimeav by 3rd-round TKO is my pick. I'm going to bet Khamzat Chimeav to win by finish in a parlay piece, but also Khamzat Chimeav to win by 2nd, 3rd, or 4th-round TKO in a single bet. So Chimeav is going to be my pick here. He is going to continue his dominance. He is one of the best fighters in the UFC. And now time for a main card parlay. I'm going to choose Joaquin Buckley moneyline, Alexander Volkov moneyline, and Khamzat Chimeav by finish. I think that parlay should get anywhere between the plus 3 to 500 range for the betting odds. And then I have a single bet as well on Khamzat Chimeav to win by 2nd, 3rd, or 4th round TKO. I think Khamzat Chimeav has too much beef with Strickland, and he's going to go for a knockout rather than a submission, so I'm going to bet on that as well. Thank you all for making it to the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share to one of your buddies, and as always, I hope you have an amazing day.